Hello, welcome back. Or if you're new to this channel, my name is Irina Balurko. I'm a partner here at Redox E-commerce, coming to you from a somewhat sterile background office, but hey, the audio should be good. And we help small brands go from zero to their first million on Amazon Marketplace. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 3 things that are costing you sales. So if you're a small brand looking on to grow on Amazon, you are likely making one of these 3 mistakes that are costing you sales. All right, let's get into it. These 3 kind of mistakes popped up to the top after seeing patterns over and over through our through our work, right? So we are in the midst of Amazon day in and day out. So we worked with by now hundreds of brands, and we kind of fix these things over and over in order to grow sales for our clients. So if you are doing it on your own right now, you're just starting out, or if you hit a plateau and just kind of like not sure, like what am I doing wrong? Why I feel stuck, like I'm stuck. So then listen, this is probably going to help you or give you some direction how to get out of that stuckness, if that's the word. All right, so the first one, mistake number 1 that is costing you sales is not investing in visual assets. What I mean by that is not investing in high quality, well converting visual assets, product images, lifestyle images, infographics, videos. So this is, I know I sound like broken record over and over, but it's because it's true. Your product pages, your brand presence is the foundation that you build your everything on Amazon. So everything starts there. It makes it or breaks it, right? So when we start working with a new client that is in a kind of initial stages, but they're already on Amazon, we always start with product pages first. We make sure the brand presence is optimized using Amazon terms. So if you listen to Amazon content, you probably always hear about product pages optimized, but it's true. But I'm taking it further and giving you even a more specific tip, because I want to make sure you get return on your investment into Amazon as fast and as much as possible, specifically investing in visual assets. So Amazon is a keyword-driven algorithm. So in kind of I look at it, okay, what do you need for product pages when somebody arrives to your page? Product page, what do you need people? What makes people buy, right? So you need 2 things. First of all, you need to address Amazon algorithm, and by that you have your keywords, you have hopefully some reviews that support your organic rankings, hopefully you have some ads, organic search results feed into paid search results, and that kind of keeps going, that flywheel effect. So you need to feed the Amazon algorithm, that beast, right? You need to have those keywords and that technical element. But then you need to have the human element conversion. And that's where the visual assets come in. The reality is of today's world, of our kind of news feeds and social media, where you kind of we scroll, we don't really read anymore. We just scroll and click on cats and pets images. That's just kind of the sad reality. So we've definitely seen, I've been in the Amazon space for 7 years. We've seen this very, very kind of a trend that keeps going and going, where because we test all the time, it pulls us spend more and more time on visuals. So investing in your product images, in your lifestyle images, adding video to your product pages, your A+ pages, your storefront if you have it, and infographics. Take your product benefits, your selling points, your copywriting, take that from your bullet points or A+ content and put it in a very succinct infographic. I'm telling you that this will give you sales. Because again, people don't read, customers don't read a lot. They don't read, so it's really swiping. You're swiping through the images on the product pages. So take that content that you need for keywords and put that into your infographics and add it as images. Okay, I mean, don't get too creative. There are certain rules that, sometimes you can get more into gray area than others, but add that as supporting images. You have what, 9 slots? So invest in that visual assets, because that, again, through our constant testing, we see that to really impact conversions in a positive way, increase conversions. Okay, so that's mistake number 1. Because even if you have ads and you drive traffic to your product pages, if you don't have compelling images, you are a lot less likely to turn that into sale. Mistake number 2 is not having right product offers. This may be a little bit surprising to some of you, but what we see often, Amazon is its own ecosystem. It's a very transactional platform, and often replicating your catalog to Amazon as is not the right answer. Amazon has economics model that you kind of have to figure out how to work within, right? You have your fees, so you got to make sure that after everything, what is your path to profitability? And also, Amazon ecosystem also comes with its own competitive landscape. So you are going to be compared to others. You are with your when it come up in search results, you are popping up on pages with other brands, right? So customers, just think through the customer, like what do they see when they look for, for a certain product? So what do they see? How do you, here's where being very different may not necessarily play into your advantage. So having the right product offers mean, okay, you have a product offer that is suitable for Amazon platform. It's not super custom, right? Because it is transactional. You can make it as easy as possible for customers. So it needs to be modified if you have kind of a lot of complexity or a lot of steps in buying products. So make it as little custom as possible. Then you have your economics, which is, okay, selling something for $5.99 as directly like a third-party seller on Seller Central is not going to work. You'll never make money on that. So you need to have, at least $10 above, ideally $15 and above, to have that, what we say, path to profitability, to make sure you're at least breaking even on your, whichever your entry product is into your brand. So, think about how your product, and if that means we do that a lot with CPG, where we have to modify product offers. Having single unit, right? You have like single bag of chips is not going to work on Amazon. So we need to have multi-packs, we need to have bundles in order to increase that value, so you can increase your price point to make it work for Amazon fees. So that's mistake number 2, is not having the right product offers. The third one is not using Amazon fulfillment. Now, when we get resistance on using Amazon fulfillment, it comes from maybe bad experience. Let's say when Amazon broke products, or you have, some maybe fragile products, like we work with glass, sometimes there is that breakage. Or sometimes just not understanding kind of the process. It's a little bit of a learning curve, right? To figure out how to ship to Amazon and how to label products and so on. But it's worthwhile figuring it out, or working with somebody like us, where you don't have to figure out, we do it for you. So the Amazon fulfillment, so you can 2 ways back up. There are 2 ways to fulfill on Amazon. So you can send products yourself to customers when sale happens, or you can send to Amazon Fulfillment Warehouse and sell AKN on consignment. So when product buyer purchases, then Amazon ships that to customer. Using Amazon Fulfillment gives you that Prime badge, which is critical for sales. It's a lot easier to grow. It's a lot easier to scale on Amazon using Amazon Fulfillment. And also does take operational burden off of you. Of course, it comes with additional FBA fee, but you have to kind of look at it to make sure that numbers still work. But if we're talking about strictly about what is costing you sales, when the customers arrive to your page and they don't see that Prime badge, your chance of converting drops significantly. So when, I'll give you a stat, if you're still not convinced, a stat where when we change customers, clients from merchant fulfilled to Amazon fulfillment, sometimes we see as high as a 30% sales lift just by changing fulfillment method. So obviously, if you're not using Amazon fulfillment, it's costing you sales. So these are the 3 most important things where we see that they're fundamental in a sense. You cannot really have a long-term success on Amazon without that, but also surprisingly that is missed. which is why I want to make sure that you get it right as early as you can in your journey. So let's kind of go through that again. The first mistake that is costing you sale is not investing in visual assets. Mistake number 2, having wrong product offers for Amazon. And number 3, not using Amazon fulfillment. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions or if you want to learn more about us, then visit us at redoxecommerce.com. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.